Shalom.
Shalom.
We want to give all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to you, Wakim, that are teaching the truth in the city across the four corners of the earth. We are the GMS Atlanta camp, coming at you with another edifying spiritual lesson through the Spirit. Today's subject is going into herbs, because herbs is very important to you, to us as a whole in this walk of ours, because we're still living in this sinful flesh, and a lot of diseases and a lot of pestilences out here. And in order for you to be a walking vessel for the Lord, you have to take care of yourself too. You have to take care of your temple. You just can't eat trash food, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And the law of Leviticus proves that in the 11th chapter. So we're just gonna get into some herbs, point out some herbs that's really beneficial to the body. So if any brothers, you know, should I have anything?
Yeah, I got you. Before that, but this says 5 reasons why you should eat bitter herbs. And I'm gonna just go into them. It says balances taste buds and controls that sweet tooth.
That's a great point. If I could say really quick, because Spirit been on me for like the last week and a half, is to eat pumpkin seeds and certain like walnuts and things like that. And when I first began eating the pumpkin seeds, I was like, it don't really taste. It don't really, it's not appealing to the palate, so to speak. But like that 5th, 6th day, your taste buds, like the brother said, it changed your taste buds to where I was like, it don't taste that bad, because a lot of times in this society, Esau pushes a lot of sweets and white sugars and those things of that nature that actually pushes your taste buds to where they're not properly aligned. But like the brother said, eating them bitter herbs and things of that nature, that is you're putting things in your body. There's the old saying, let the medicine be your food, and your food your medicine. A lot of times if you actually go into the bitter herbs and things of that nature that are more earthy and more whole for your body, it'll help realign your taste buds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great point, bro. Then it says help nutrient absorption, which means you're going to absorb more things better. It says cleanse the body, and that's true too. Once you eat more bitter herbs, it does cleanse, the fluids, different acids that's been building up, things of that nature. One day you might have low fatigue, but once you start getting into the spirit of eating herbs, along with prayer, you might wake up the next day feeling energetic, like, man, I'm feeling better. Prime example, I've been sick for about like a month or whatever. I had pneumonia, things of that nature. I started eating garlic. I roast them in the oven. When I started eating the garlic, it started knocking it on out, man.
The early stages of pneumonia you had. So you took the initiative to go out and get the herbs. And that's the Spirit too. The Lord allowed him to do that. The Lord opened up his mind to do that. A lot of our people don't have that mindset to go into that. But finish off what you had.
It says it boosts your metabolism. Then it says it fights and stimulates the immune system.
Yeah, and in order for that to allow that to happen, you have to have first the mindset, which is going into the prayer first, pray to the Lord in Hebrew. And brothers got numerous of videos about the Hebrew, praying in the Hebrew. Go to the Heavenly Father first, and then you mix the right herbs along with it. You research the herbs. You take your time. Let the herbs do its thing, because in one day it don't go out. Some herbs do it, but some herbs, certain health problems, it take time for your body to heal with the herbs. You take it with the right diet. You don't mix any herbs together. Be a damn wizard in mixing herbs. A mad scientist. You got to learn how to mix certain herbs. Certain fruits you can't eat with each other. You just can't juice anything. You can't mix the fruits with vegetables. Vegetables supposed to be alone with vegetables, with green leaves and stuff like that. And fruits, like certain fruits, you can't have orange with, citric with the sweet fruit, which is banana. Banana is good, but you ain't supposed to mix it together, because it it won't digest properly, and you won't get all the nutrients properly. But that's a whole nother topic for here and there. But it is according to what we're going into, which is the herbs. Go ahead.
And I got this is a prime example. This is one herb I suggest you should eat. This is horseradish, because I know in our camp particularly, we've been on the horseradish lately. But do you know the benefits of it? Do you know what you actually eating? It says it boosts your immune system, prevents cancer, helps in weight loss, lowers blood pressure, improves bone health, improves digestion, helps in pregnancy. As far as if you're a woman, you got your rib, you might say, hey, eat some horseradish. It says increases your metabolism. It's an antibiotic. It's a lot. It says antibacterial agent. So all these things help, man. It fights fungi, bacteria that's in your blood, because you got good bacteria and you got bad bacteria. If you drink the mother, aka apple cider vinegar, that has good bacteria in it that will actually fight the bad bacteria that's inside your stomach. It helps flush all that out. But yeah, you got it, bro.
But that's a good, excellent point, because you do have good bacteria and bad bacteria, which a lot of these hand sanitizers, they knock out both. It's supposed to only knock out the bad bacteria, but also hand sanitizer, it knock out the good bacteria too. So, our health goes a long way, like touching things and different soaps that we use. But ultimately, though, what you want to put inside you eternally is the good herbs and good foods to balance out, your health. Because a lot of brothers come from all different walks of life. We had a bad diet before we even came in this truth. So the Lord opened up your eyes to these herbs. Really take heed to them. And don't neglect it. I got a scripture too to add to to that article. This is Sirach chapter 38 verse 4. The Lord hath created medicines out of the earth.
Look at the word. Would you mind starting at verse 3?
The water. It says it's Ecclesiastes chapter 38 verse 3. The skill of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men he should be admiration in admiration.
Yeah, because we're not just healing ourselves. We're actually gaining these skill sets and this knowledge and information so that we can begin to heal our people as a whole. And it says the skill of the physician shall lift his head, and in the sight of great men he shall be in admiration. Because as we continue to experiment and delve more into the powers of the herbs and certain things that were given to us by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah that actually come from the ground and are natural, it's going to be an admirable skill set, and it's going to be one that we're going to be able to counter the mindset and the energy and vibration pushed out by Esau Edom, in which a lot of things that Esau Edom pushes, as far as the medical field, it doesn't cure anything. It just treats, and so they're working on both ends. It's really witchcraft, in which they're actually working to get people sick and then offering treatments in which it never actually cures people.
It just numbs the pain.
It just numbs the pain, But we're actually working to actually get knowledge, understanding that we can actually cure certain elements and cure certain things. Then once again, we, if we can get this information and help ourselves and help a brother, help one or two people in the world, that's a great benefit, man.
Yeah, that's a good skill, and skill goes into wisdom. Verse 4: the Lord hath created medicines out of the earth. Now the herbs that we're talking about, the horseradish, the garlic, the chlorophyll, it reverses that toxic in your pineal gland, which is related to your crown, which our crown shouldn't be covered if you're a man of the Lord, pertaining to the 12 tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans. When you teach, you shouldn't have your crown, which is the top of your head, covered, because that's how we communicate with our Father. You know what I'm saying? Our Father, that's like it's like a unicorn. It's like a
it's like a receptor.
Yeah, like a receptor. The water,
like a tuition, spiritual. Which goes back to your La'ab, your spirit.
Yeah,
it's why I was up here, man. It's a spiritual connection.
Yep. Yeah, it's a connection.
Inward part. Yeah.
Yep. But Yeah, so with the medicines, you got that
God,
you got that etymology word for medicine.
God, this is online etymology dictionary, and this is the word medicine. It says medical treatment, cure, healing, also substance used in treatment of a disease, medical portion, or plaster. Then it says
Which
medicine.
a plaster goes into sewing stitches or putting a balm over your wounds to heal.
God. Then it says medicine, art of healing, cure, treatment, and directly the healing art. So it's basically like an art, man. Once you start using these bitter herbs, through the wisdom we get from the Most High, once we start using it and basically trading talents with one another, then we just start healing each other, man. Brothers start getting better. Then you start using it with prayers. So that's the art of healing, man. You know?
And the Lord knew that too. The Lord knew we was gonna need this because during the time of Adam falling, that's when we started needing the medicines. We really didn't need medicines when we first came into the world in our first estate. When Adam, was chosen to till the ground for the Heavenly Father, he already had the oracles on the herbs and stuff like that because the Lord told him, like, look, any other tree out here you can eat of, which is learning new things about the herbs and stuff like that because the tree was talking about the doctrines. Like, you got different doctrines like the herb doctrines and stuff like that. The Lord got that out here for us to learn. That's how the Maccabees, they survived during the time of the Greek invasions when they had to go into the wilderness and eat off the plant life, eat off the plants and the trees and stuff like that to survive because we knew it in the ancient world. Our forefather Adam had it, but the Lord said we wasn't going to, he cut off, he gave us the sentence of death when Adam and Eve sinned. So these medicines was put on earth for our sakes to get healing.
God.
Because we still under that curse of the sentence of death until Yahweh shall come back with healing in his wings. But it says, and he that is wise would not abhor them. See, we want to abhor that. The Lord said he put the medicines to cure us. That's one of the words. What else is in there? The Latin.
It says
the healing art. Right?
The healing art, medicine, and remedy.
Yes, yeah. So the Lord put these remedies. He created the remedies for a purpose. For what? The healing of man.
Like you got that old saying, back then they used what? Home remedies.
Home remedies, yeah.
For certain cures.
Yeah.
You put this together
Tinctures.
with that. Let him smell it or let him listen to this. Because sound can cure you too. It's just different little remedies you can use. But see, we use it in righteousness.
Yeah. Because you got the witches out here. They use herbs too on the left hand side.
Yeah.
Quote unquote potions and just warlocks with different drugs.
Yeah, just like the brother mentioned, the pharmaceutical company which Esau promotes. He promotes these drugs on the left hand side. They try to play both sides of the fence to make the people believe like, okay, it's doing something because I don't feel that pain, but it's setting off, it's triggering another symptom in you that could be unhealthy and not really curing that first symptom that you address to the doctor, so to speak, because the word doctor just goes to falsify. They're set up to lie to you, and that's in Job chapter 13 verse 4. But you got that abhor?
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, this is the etymology of the word abhor. It says to loathe, regard with repugnance, dislike intensely. Okay, so when the scriptures say that he that is wise should not abhor them, it's like you can't just be in that spirit of like not being willing to experiment with certain things. Not even like brothers mentioned the benefits of horseradish. I did a quick Google search. I'm not going to go into it, but you see all the benefits off a 2-second search, man. But you have to actually have the spirit of being open to going into these certain things when the spirit brings it across your way, and actually trying out every once in a while. Don't be afraid to go on to certain herbs, especially the bitter herbs, spice, certain things of that nature. Whether it be like brother said, the horseradish. Certain peppers, cayenne, jalapeno, just certain peppers. Didn't even get into a certain level of which, you might, do research and learn about how to create tinctures. You know what I'm saying? So, just those certain things of being open to actually delving into the spirit of experiment with these certain medicines that were given to us by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You can't abhor them or dislike them intensely. You got to be willing to actually go into it, man, and see how it actually interacts with your spirit and in your body.
Yeah, boy goes to dislike, just separate yourself, really. Just separate yourself, meaning just ignoring it, really. You know, you put your time and effort to, like the brother said, researching in Google, researching these different herbs, which really, through the spirit, when you learning, you add into your brain, you adding life to your brain too.
Yeah, you add into your spirit.
Yep. Con. Anything else on that?
No, that was it.
You got some more? You got scripture? Go ahead.
Kind, I'm gonna just apply the scripture, but it says this is Proverbs 15:17. It says, "Better is a dinner of herbs, what love is, than a stalled ox and hatred therewith." But there's a reason why. What it says, dinner of herbs, and I also read a precept to that, and it says, when you're weak and low, take in herbs. I'm just roughly paraphrasing it. So yes, look around you, man. We're all low. We're at a lowest state. But what are we doing? We're eating herbs, and spiritually we're building up each other, man. Because herbs heal up too, man.
Yeah, when your flesh sick, you use the herbs, and every now and then, even after you heal, you just take the herbs. You don't just, it's a balance. Brothers eat chicken and bread and stuff like that, which can be altered by Esau's food company. But at the same time, we still give heed to a balanced diet too, as well. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was it on that.
Okay, I got a scripture. This is Sirach chapter 12, verse. I'm gonna read from verse. 16. So like it. Yeah, 16 verse. I'm gonna start with verse 10. But thy sons not. Well, I'm gonna start from verse 9. So like it. Good. For them the biting of grasshoppers and. Well, I'm gonna start from verse 7. So like, for he that turned himself toward it was not saved by the thing that he saw, but by thee that art the Savior of all. In this thou madest thy enemies confess that it is thou who deliverest from all evil. It's talking about the Most High. And it says, for them the bitings of grasshoppers and flies killed, neither was there found any remedy for their life, for they were worthy to be punished by such. So the Lord give out the decree whether you're going to live or not through herbs and whatever issue in life that you're going through. Verse 10, but thy sons not the very teeth of venomous dragon overcame. Like Paul. Paul was bitten by a viper. But he wasn't fazed by it. You know what I'm saying? Because he believed on the Lord. For thy mercy was ever by them and healed them. See, the Lord mercies healed. Not through these herbs, even though it is through the herbs because we're in the flesh. But ultimately, you got to remember it's through the grace and mercy of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Verse 11, for they were pricked that they should remember thy words and were quickly saved, that not falling into deep forgetfulness, they might be continually mindful of thy goodness. Yeah, we pricked with certain things, certain codes and elements, infirmities, what we're going through, but we always turn back to the Heavenly Father, and he always shows that grace. Verse 12, for it was neither herb nor mollifying plaster that restored them to health, but thy word, O Lord, which healeth all things. So is the Lord. We use these herbs and stuff like that, but some people in the world, they may use herbs, but it don't work for them at times. That's if the Lord wanted to, because they may be in the latter stage of the disease, and it may be too late for them. But it's really not too late, because the Lord said, he gives the mercy.
God, yep.
So he giving the mercy for them, the herbs to work. Then, hey, all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, these herbs work. And by us getting these herbs, the Lord's bestowing mercy and blessings on us through His Spirit. You got something?
Because I noticed that word remedy came up again. So I went on the online etymology, once again, and look up the word remedy. It says cure for a disease or disorder. It says a cure, remedy, medicine, antidote, restores health, and it says take appropriate measures. Yeah, so they find no remedy, But on the righteous side, this is our remedy through the Spirit and through these herbs, man. Because everything works with patience, man. If you read Ecclesiastes, there's a time for everything. So when you take these different remedies, you may not get healed instantly. Like I said, I was going on a month sick, but I can see the progress on me praying and using certain remedies and bitter herbs.
Yeah, because we ain't gonna never be in perfect health. Because the scriptures does say our body deteriorates each second, each day. That's in the scriptures. In the Apocrypha, our body is we're on the subject to that sentence of death, so to speak. Mm-hmm. But still use the herbs though. We're gonna be taking herbs till Yahweh Shem Shah come back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because this body is filthy. It's dark chains, as the book of Jude said.
Mm-hmm. Weak vessels.
Weak vessels. Mm-hmm. The flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing.
Mm-hmm.
Your flesh may be down. You got to pertain to that flesh. You got to heal that flesh. You got to bring your flesh up. It's a balance. Any of you brothers got something else?
No, wow.
That was it on that.
Okay, con. So you brothers out there, research different herbs and stuff like that. Just get into it. Have fun with it.
Yeah.
Be interested in it. Because this is your life. This is your walk. Brothers may be having toothaches. You're not, giving attendance to, your teeth, your oral health.
Mm-hmm.
Stomach might be bloating. Mm-hmm. You might be feeling fatigued. You get a little exercise. Exercise profit a little. In the book of Timothy, it says that. Get a little exercise. You need, oxygen. Drink water all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Get a what you call it? Hydrogen peroxide, 35%. 97 and 32% or 12% of hydrogen peroxide, the food grade kind.
Mm-hmm.
You get into that, mix it with dilute water, drink a glass, every once in a while, just read instructions on it, on how to, get oxygen into your body, because most people feel fatigue and stuff like that because there's not enough nutritions and minerals in your body. Take good heed on them things and measure it, like the brother said, the remedy definition, measuring it right, correctly. Mm-hmm. Just don't overdo it. You know what I'm saying? Certain supplements, you'll feel nauseated by it. You be like, oh man, I'm taking this vitamin E, and I feel nauseated. Whereas you read the label, it says eat before you take certain supplements. Mm-hmm. So
then if I could say too, just real quick too, also get into produce, man. Fruits, vegetables, things of that nature, and get in the spirit of not eating so much meat. Because thing about eating meat is it takes longer for your body to digest meat versus fruits and vegetables too. It's like going to when Daniel fasted, off the pulse away from the king's meat. Getting away from the meats and the heavy pastries and the sugars. What I'm saying? Actually get into, vegetables. Try different types of vegetables out, but going to garlic, just different vegetables, greens, cabbages.
Yeah, parsley.
Cilantro. Kale,
basil,
spinach. Those things.
It helps with your hygiene and your eyesight.
Yeah. And then also get into, instead of eating so many, things with, that white sugar, incorporate more fruits in your diet.
Yeah, or if you want sugar, go look up sugar cane.
Yeah,
brown sugar.
Or even too, honey. Just a way to drink more water and actually kind of refresh your system. Put honey and lime juice in your water. Yeah. It'll kind of kick that. Give you that sweetness. That your body kind of desires. Yeah, curves that sweet tooth.
Yeah, and as far as because brothers get headaches too. You want to cure your headaches. The brother went into that raw honey Put some raw honey in your water with some pink Himalayan salt.
Oh yeah, the pink
Yeah.
Himalayan sea
Because
salt.
pink Himalayan salt, it lowers your blood sugars.
It's an alkaline.
Yeah, and it put oxygen in your blood too.
You got a bunch of
Yeah.
trace minerals.
Yeah.
And brothers too, I looked up an article. It talks about Americans being dehydrated.
Oh man,
88. It's in high numbers percentage
Yeah.
of how many people out here are dehydrated. A lot of Jake, you like Kool-Aid and
Coca-Cola.
sodas.
Yeah.
You don't really like to drink water. And I was surprised at myself, like, damn, you know what? I need to drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
Before I came in the truth. Now I'm in the truth. It's like, man, I've been going hard on the water. But then, too, it's certain waters you got to get with pH balance. You got to check out the pH balance on it.
Oh, and there are certain herbs out there that will purify your water too.
Yeah.
You know, if
Yeah.
you just put it in your water.
The Himalaya salt.
Yep.
Chlorophyll.
Himalayan. Peppermint leaves.
Yep.
Mhm.
Garlic.
Yep.
Garlic.
Yeah, you can actually put pH into your water. You can purify your water even more.
Put the pH level high.
Mhm.
Because
Along
you
with
never can
clear.
get enough of it. Because, like, when we just come in this truth, we got to take double doses of it to really catch your body up to it to see the effects of it. You know, don't take it for one day. Take it all the time.
'Cause it actually-
Certain herbs you got to take all the time.
Yeah, but I'm just building your point. It actually, when you do it over time, it builds up in your system. You know, if you just drink alkaline water one time, it's gonna kind of flush through it. It won't help alkalinize your body. But if you do it over time, it actually builds up to where your body becomes more alkaline.
Yeah, you got this term break fast, breakfast. It don't really means like wake up in the morning and get a sausage biscuit or something like that. What really breakfast is you breaking the fast. So when you breaking the fast, you really want to take it lightly.
Drink
Now,
water,
sometimes you
waters.
sometimes you may get a chicken biscuit or something like that.
Every once in a while.
Yeah,
but
something
even
solid.
that, you got to do it in moderation.
You gotta do it in moderation, yeah.
You doing it consciously. We're like, I'm going to do this one day, but I'm going to do it every day.
Right.
Like, you know how Jake in the world do it.
Right. Yeah. So you really want to take good heed on how you take account on your daily intakes. You know what I'm saying? The food and vegetables and minerals and stuff like that. But that's all we want to get into to you brothers about the herbs. You know, take good heed of it. You know, don't abhor it. You know, because it's coming from the Heavenly Father. So, you know, any brothers got any more scriptures? Come on. So with that, we want to give all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Quorum the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
I got you, bro.